Leo, welcome to your May 2025 reading. A very warm welcome to the Nerdy Virgo Tarot. If you are in Johannesburg, South Africa, I would like to see you at Alterna Tribe at one of the markets in Rusty Hook in Honeydew. They happen very often. I hope you'll Google them and join me there. Leo, quite a sad spread that I've had to do. This is for the Leos who are losing faith, perhaps have had a crisis of faith, perhaps are losing their faith in someone or some people. Okay, so I imagine that must not be very easy to deal with. I imagine that where you are in the circumstance is one of having tried very hard, pushing against the grain, like a boulder up the hill. Okay, and the circumstances that are coming to being is justice, perhaps for some of you, even a court case. Okay, out of your control though. Okay, the chips are about to fall. Alright, so what is known to you objectively for some of you, there's been money spilling out there, a lot of you, productivity and hard work spilling out there, and someone's been holding on to something so tightly. I can't tell if this is you that's been holding on and unyielding, or if it is another person's situation. My intuition does tend for most of you towards it being you. Whoever this person was offered a new beginning of emotional fulfillment. Okay? Maybe one that they didn't see. Maybe there were intentions that they didn't trust. Okay, they were recently, a new door was opened for them. I'm not saying that it was necessarily positive or negative. I think some of you need to hear different things. So hear the one that you don't trust. For some of you, the people who've been in the back that you've been suspecting, they actually had your back and you misread them. For others, you've been misread when your intentions were nothing but good. Okay? And for others, maybe there's just some air of confusion. The circumstance in the near future that is coming into being right now, the Hanged Man. Okay? Sacrifices will have to be made. And for many of you, these are internal. These are sacrifices of ego. Okay? You're going to have to set that ego aside and deal with the situation as it is. And I don't know. Some of you just have to cut your losses, I guess. I don't say that the situation is altogether fair or satisfying. There's a lot of defensive energy around it, a lot of mistrust of good circumstances. Perhaps, excuse me, from a person who internally isn't feeling very strong. In this position, 7 over here is the position that's supposed to represent you. Maybe you're more shaken than people realize. But your immediate home or home base, I don't think is feeling that safe. Right? Maybe you are scared to take on new responsibility. This could be you or somebody else in the reading. Okay? Someone's not wanting to take responsibility or is afraid of it on some level. Right? But it does show here that the likely future outcome is that a bit of money may be lost, or a bit of productivity or time may be lost to the circumstance. Okay? I do want you to know that there are secrets. There are secrets going on. When I ask for a positive thing, it's like there are secrets. I do think that for those of you going to the court case, it will be revealed. Okay? Okay, so what are you meant to do with this information? I think many of you know exactly which circumstance I'm talking about. 2 things: objectivity and pragmatism. Okay, just be as objective as you can. Play the hand you're dealt. Don't be demonizing people who don't need to be demonized. But don't fool yourself and have faith in people that you shouldn't be having faith in. I think this is a call to set aside fantasies and ego and stories about what it is and look at the situation for what it is. Okay? I think a lot of it may be tedious or boring as well. It may not be the fairy tale you wanted, but this isn't a fairy tale. This is life. This is grown-up stuff. Yeah, I do get the sense it'll be boring, tedious, not terribly difficult or anything, but not exactly what you want to do on a Saturday afternoon. Do you know what I mean? This is time to dot the I's, cross the T's, do the taxes, that sort of thing. Okay, make sure all the balances, checks and balances are happening. Be fair to yourself and be fair to everybody else involved. Okay, don't believe the worst about everybody, but also don't be naive. Got it? Just be realistic. Guys, this has been an interesting reading, a somewhat challenging one. But thank you for joining me, and I hope to see some of you at Rusty Hook in Johannesburg, those of you who are in Johannesburg, South Africa, for the alternate tribe markets that happen there every week, or most weekends, I suppose. I'll see you soon. Thank you for joining, and ciao for now.